All right, my Canon C70 rig. Let's get into it.
The sun's out, la 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 la, and it feels so good. La 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 la, on my side. La 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 la, it feels so good. Let's go. La 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 la. Praying hands to the Father. Oh, way too good to be bothered. Oh.
All right, what's up, y'all? My name is Trajan White. For those of you who don't know, I'm a cinematographer now based in the DFW area, specializing in wedding cinematography and also doing commercial work. So I'm doing music videos and any type of promo video that businesses may need for their social media. This video is basically just going to be about my C70 rig that I built. I've been building it for a while, actually, just kind of piecing it together little by little. And I think I finally found like a build that I'm just really in love with. And so I just want to kind of walk you guys through what I got. So hope y'all enjoy. I will just touch on a few things that I do love about the C70. One is the autofocus. The autofocus is amazing. They've actually just came out with a new update that's actually improved the autofocus even more. I haven't updated to it yet, but I will probably this week or so. But the autofocus is amazing. Of course, the built-in ND filters, not having to slide in actual ND plates into your matte box versus just a click of a button. That's just a game changer for me. Like I say, for weddings specifically. So just being able to move quickly, adjust my settings quickly on the spot, on the go, that is just a game changer for me. So I do love the built-in ND filters. They're very clean. There's no color shift with the NDs. They just work well. So definitely love that. And then I would just say the third thing would be the custom buttons. There's so many custom buttons on this camera, and I mean, you can literally customize them to pretty much anything that you want with this camera. And so that also, like I say, just going back to like wedding cinematography specifically, just being able to, change from, 24 frames a second to 60 frames a second or 120 frames a second, just like that from a click of a button. I would say that those would be like my top 3 features just off the top of my head. There's so many other features that I could go on and on about with this camera, but yeah, those would be my top 3. Let's get into the camera build. So yeah, I mean, as you can see it, it's a pretty nice camera build. Everything that I have on my camera serves a purpose for what I do. So this rig weighs right under 20 pounds. I believe it's like 18 and some change. So, I mean, it's pretty heavy, but it's not too heavy. Of course, we all know that, the heavier your rig is, the more it takes away those micro jitters. And so I like heavy rigs. It takes away those micro jitters, and that automatically just gives your video just a more professional look. Of course, I got the cage for it. So the cage is by Tilta. I've been using Tilta cages for a while, even with my Blackmagics. When I was doing the Blackmagic build, I had a Tilta cage then. Tilta's always been pretty reputable in my opinion. As long as they continue to just keep building quality products like they have been, I'll continue to support Tilta. But yeah, the cage is a full cage I got on here. So I'm able to, attach a lot of attachments to it like I need to. So pretty simple. I mean, it's got the bars on the bottom for your handles. And so I'm able to connect, my battery, my audio stuff, and my matte box. And I did have to buy some longer rails just to accommodate everything that I had on here. It's a pretty long rig. So I believe the rails that came with the Tilta cage just wasn't long enough. And so I'll try to leave every piece to this rig in the description with a link. So if you guys want to copy this rig, you can do so. So I have the Foca DP500 matte box on here. So yeah, of course I don't use slide-in ND filters, but I do like the matte box for a couple reasons. One reason being the look, of course. Matte boxes, of course, makes every camera look a lot better. But not only that, we still reduce flares with these matte boxes, and it just gives you more contrast in your shot. All right, second thing I got on here is I still got my small HD 702 touch monitor. Man, great monitor. I have 2 of these. I got one for each one of my C70s. If you know anything about small HD, I mean, they don't make they don't make anything cheap. And when I say cheap, I'm talking about build quality. They're top of the line, man. They've been reputable, I mean, since day one. Small HD, I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all are doing. Looking forward to just seeing what y'all are going to continue to come out with in the future. So we have our Hollyland 400S Pros. So these are the transmitters and receivers. If you're not familiar with these, this basically sends out a wireless signal to either a smart device, or if you have the actual receiver connected to a monitor, it'll send a wireless signal, video signal, 1080p, I believe it's like up to 60 frames a second, to that device, so that, you know, if you want to let your client watch the video while you're shooting something, or if you just want them to be able to look at replays on another screen, on a bigger screen, or even on a smart device. And another thing with that is like it increases production value. So I have the Zoom F6 on here. I use it for weddings all the time. It gives me 6 different audio channels, but it records in 32-bit float. So with 32-bit float, it's basically just like shooting raw, like in the camera. You can manipulate just that raw signal a lot more. Basically, it's impossible to clip your audio. I can literally just hit record, and no matter what level of audio is coming in there, if somebody's screaming at the top of their lungs or if somebody's whispering, regardless, I can manipulate those in post and get a pure, clean, level signal no matter what. Yeah, so everything pretty much on my camera runs off V-mount. These are the Hypercore, the Neo 9s, the Minis. I actually bought these used from a friend of mine, John Phelan, back home. And man, these batteries are, man, just freaking awesome. What I love the most about them is they have this screen on the back of them here. And so it'll tell you exactly how much time you have remaining before your battery goes dead. So like right now, it says I have 67% battery left. And from what it's running off of right now, I have pretty much right at 6 hours of runtime with 67% battery. So Hypercore, they make some good quality products. So let's talk about time code. I got the DDTC1 time code kit. Since I run multiple cameras for wedding days or, you know, interviews or whatever it may be, time code is just it's something that I wish I would have got into a lot sooner. Time code is a game changer. When you bring in your files into your editing program, you can sync these clips instantaneously. I mean, you can literally grab the 2 clips, click sync by time code, and it's instant. It doesn't have to take time to like try to find audio and analyze the audio to try to like sync the audio waveforms together. No, it's strictly based off time code, like to the millisecond. And so it's just instantly, it's just a game changer for me. So time code is, if you're not using time code, I would highly recommend that if you're running multiple cameras, especially if you're doing like interviews or even like I say, wedding cinematography, and you're running multiple cameras, like I would highly suggest that you try to learn about time code. I think what took me so long to actually get into time code was that it just seemed really confusing initially. I mean, once you kind of get the gist of it, you'll actually realize that it's super simple. It's almost plug and play. Say I run 3 of these Sennheiser MKE2s, the lapels. The audio quality from these things are just amazing. It's actually what I'm talking on now, the MKE2s. So, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my rig. I have this little shoulder mount, this little shoulder pad under here. I don't really use it too much, but just in case I have to do like some higher like shoulder shots, is there if I need it. That's it. Peace out.
I'm living on the bright side.